Interest rates. Interest rates have been gradually coming down. The Fed chair apparently was at some sort of an event in the last week or so and seemed to hint at the idea that they'd be open to maybe dropping the rates at their next meeting. Obviously, that may or may not happen, but the market reacted to that, and mortgage rates have come down a little bit. You're watching a segment from a Freedom Mentor live stream. Join us for our next live event. Go to freedommentor.com/live. By the way, I want to share this with you all. I'm going to try to do this here, and that is I'm going to share my my screen, and I'm going to show you what I think is a helpful tool when you are trying to figure out the interest rate. So often I talk to people about interest rates, and they wonder where I get my information from. Mortgage News Daily. What an easy tool this is. Almost every article y'all will ever read about interest rates, they reference Mortgage News Daily for the interest rates. And so, yeah, what you see right here is interest rates are at about 6.5. And you can see how they've been coming down. They've been coming down here. And that's pretty exciting. So interest rates are coming down, and the hope is that they will continue to come down. And so, yeah, let's talk about, with it coming down and the hope of it coming down even further, what impact that's going to have. All right, I'll stop sharing my screen there. Devin, we'll start with you. What impact do you think the current slight drop in rates and perhaps more drop in rates is going to have on real estate?
Well, I think it's going to give, as the rates drop, it's going to give sellers more confidence to finally consider listing their home and selling. You know, when you have a 2.6, 2.7, 2.8 interest rate and you're going to go to 6.5 or 7, it's hard to make that move. But as it comes down, you're going to see more inventory come on the market because the sellers created a lot of equity. They'll be able to move that equity to their next house and feel more confident as that rate drops. Now, for people that are looking for houses right now, that are waiting for the rates to drop, yeah, so is everybody else, right? So when the rates drop, I expect prices to go back up because the demand will be there. There's already demand, at least in the Northeast right now. I know that's changed in other markets. There's less new construction and inventory being created in the Northeast where I am, but that's what I see happening in the current market as those interest rates drop.
All right. Great analysis. What about you, Brian?
You know, you mentioned it. I think mortgage rates have already priced in this anticipated adjustment to the Fed rate potentially in September. I don't know that mortgage rates are going to move tremendously. Maybe if inflation continues to change, there's obviously a lot going on right now. But I think we want to keep in mind who we work with. And primarily, interest rates affect our buyers, of course. We've always been clear, there's always buyers in the market. It's a matter of what are we doing as investors to make sure that the property we put out for that market is priced right to move quickly so that those few buyers that have to move, they need a roof over their head, are going to work with us versus someone else. And that goes back to us making the right offer, working on the right deals, no matter what the interest rates are. So for instance, I mentioned this last time, we've seen a lot more subject to and creative deals come our way over the past year and a half, because there are folks that, hey, I can't move my property. I can't hardly afford to buy something. I've been sitting on the sidelines this whole time. Nothing's moved. Again, I need to move for a job. We've got a divorce going on, whatever the case may be. They have to do something. And we're who they come to when they're outside of the traditional box. So again, I think we benefit no matter what the rates do. It was interesting, a comment that one of the folks on live just made, that some of these, the big beautiful bill, some of these changes may benefit more investors and even commercial investors than anything. But we exist in this realm where we stick to the fundamentals. We work with the people we know we can help. We buy right. We know how to sell right. No matter, high rates, low rates, we know how to get deals done and be profitable. And I think that's what sets us apart.
We have been coaching and mentoring real estate investors for 20 years. In fact, some of America's most successful investors got their start with us. Here's what our apprentices have to say about working with us.
Freedom Mentor was probably one of the biggest blessings I've had in my life.
For us, it's been life-changing, hands down. Couldn't even think about not doing this, right? And what a missed opportunity if I had not done it.
And you can be next. Learn more about our program in the top right corner. Yeah, and I think too, with the interest rates having not changed all that much, every little change seems to get a few more buyers off the fence. For our students, there were quite a few deals that went under contract as soon as the rates came down, just a smidgen. And and so some of those deals that we knew were priced right, but seemed to, we didn't have that offer yet. So I do think that the little changes sometimes they do help. And I'll say this too. There's a great question that I'm going to pull up on the screen in just a moment along these lines. But as long as you stay in the game, when changes occur, typically they benefit you.
Yeah.
We benefited dramatically during COVID. And it's not because we were preparing for what happened. We didn't know it was going to happen. We just were in the game. And so when you're in the game, you got deals on the market and then the rates drop just a smidgen, boom, offers come in. Would you like to be coached by me and my team? Every successful real estate investor has a mentor. Discover how you can be mentored by us through our apprentice program by clicking above.